Let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. At the guard positions, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. Wood out there. And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can make. Come on, box him out, man.
For Rose, Dallas also making some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for JaVale McGee. Mr. Clutch comes in for Hardaway. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Luka Doncic. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Knicks trail by 8. On the wing quickly. Inside. Tapping kicks to Barrett. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And so Green will bring it up for the Mavericks. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
You know, some teams just have your number, and that was the case between these two last season.
It's Barrett on the wing. Misses the three. Mavericks leading by 8. Dinwiddie up top. Barrett covering. Right wing. Lets it go with the three. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Mr. Clutch.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Dallas has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Shoots the three. With a screen on quickly. Here's Mr. Clutch. They get the rebound. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Yeah, Fournier did a great job. He waited for that window to open. Took advantage.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Mavericks making a switch here. Bullock's checked in. Quickly the pass to Fournier. Toppin sets a screen for Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barrett's got 8. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Now here's Fournier. He's guarded by Bullock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line.
Any room to operate, make their jobs a little bit easier.
So for the Knicks, Hartenstein comes in for Randall. And it's Reddish in for Barrett. Here's Mr. Clutch. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Wood sets a screen. And the pass to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Mr. Clutch. Guarded by Reddish. Pass to Bullock. From downtown. Second shot opportunity. And that'll be 2 free throws.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line, very low numbers.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message. They're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Wood sets a screen. There's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Reddish. Wood passes to Mr. Clutch. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. .144 left in the first quarter. And they'll get another chance. Knicks trail by 9. Now, here's Quickly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Stolen away. Now Bullock passes to Mr. Clutch. Oh, that's blocked.
And Toppin has that kind of reach. Wingspan. Get that out of here.
.121 left to play in the first quarter. Howell with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas again missing.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
Here's Hartenstein. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. 8 feet away, and the Knicks good for 2.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Wood. They could use a bucket, and 2 free throws coming up.
First to the field foul. 15.
Show he can be a winner as well.
And he's good on the second. Knicks trail by 8. Quickly with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And here's Fournier. Astor quickly. Off target with his 3. And so it's Dallas. Holding. Right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable. Just crippling defense.
Derrick Rose is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Obi Toppin. Then it's Reddish. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, down low. They're the group New York will start the second with. The pass to Hartenstein. He kicks it to Rose. The 10-footer. Quickly with a wide open look. A 3-pointer, no good. Dallas leading by 10. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Doncic. From 12 feet out. Again, the Mavericks score.
And the mid-range, no longer a challenge for Doncic. He has rapidly become one of the best 3-level scorers in the game.
Rose kicks to Toppin. Here's Reddish. Off target from outside. The Mavericks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. A floater. Got a hand on it. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Rose scanning the floor. Pass to Hartenstein. 5 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. McGee is screened on quickly. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Hartenstein passes to Rose. Passes it to Hartenstein. Pass to Reddish. Oh, good with the triple.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Over to the wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. The offensive rebound. McGee drops in the layup for 2. McGee's got his second basket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
To halt the run. And it's quickly missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
And there's the pass to Mr. Clutch. Doncic outside. Here's the floater. And the layup is good. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And you love seeing that.
Who wants to see them?
He's checked in. Hartenstein's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. Fournier's checked in for Reddish. And it's Rose in for Barrett. Here's Mr. Clutch. Toppin covering. To the middle. It's tipped. Toppin with the steal. Rose with the ball. Now defended by Carter Williams.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Down low. The end of the drought. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
Really, defensively, if you can't block, force them to the line.
The Knicks making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
And it's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Rose up on top. Shoots over Carter Williams. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Here's Mr. Clutch. The shot off that time. Now the Knicks take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
Maybe should have. The score doesn't indicate just how well they competed in that game. For the majority of it, they looked like the better team.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, you just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks.
And this has really become a struggle for them. Their shots aren't dropping, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. They need to put everything they have into getting high percentage shots.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside for Carter Williams. 5 on the clock. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Mavericks lead by 18. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks.
The Mavericks, 52.
Good to see you, and welcome.
Well, they need to change their strategy. We can see that. Jacking up 3.
And now let's jump to... That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So look at Mr. Clutch.
Luka Doncic.
Dallas also making some changes. Now he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Mr. Clutch comes in for Josh Green. And it's Ntilikina in for Hardaway.
A generational talent. Doncic able to carry a team and make others around him better.
And it's time for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on R.J. Barrett. What'd you find out, Dave?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York gave us some information. He said that he suffered a nasty bruise to the lower part of his back and that it's really stiffened up on him. You don't want to hear this news, as most teams are starting to hit their stride, so they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
Information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Dwight Powell. Doncic out there with Ntilikina. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the small forward. Mr. Clutch, the shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Wood with the block.
And an aggressive block there by Wood. He's not going to shy away from competing defensively.
Good on the bucket. And it's now 23 points for Mr. Clutch. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Dallas.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities. This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Barrett covering. Ntilikina passes to Mr. Clutch. And here's Doncic from the arc. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
So it's the Knicks now. 19-point game. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That'll be his second foul of the game. Hartenstein's checked in for the Knicks. Reddish comes in for Evan Fournier. And then for Dallas, Reggie Bullock comes in for Dwight Powell. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic. Now, here's Barrett. 25 points in the game. Hartenstein. Christian Wood grabs the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Ntilikina sensing when one of his guys was not covered, and then he found him.
Knicks trail by 21. Pass to Hartenstein. The dish now to Barrett. Pass to Hartenstein. New York moving it around. A shot by Reddish, no good. Dallas leading by 21. Bullock dishes to Dinwiddie. Here's Mr. Clutch. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 29 points for Mr. Clutch.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Toppin finds Barrett. Faster quickly. Fires the three. Here's Hartenstein. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up two. Hartenstein's got 6.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
New York's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Barrett kicks to Reddish. Off target from three-point range.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Mr.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Frank Ntilikina. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That one good for 2. 10 points for him.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Drills the three-pointer.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dinwiddie against Barrett. They set the pick. To the paint. Here's Reddish. And contact. And here we go.
14 foul. At the line, 2 shots.
The previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
How hard it can be sometimes.
The basket does not. Mavericks timeout call. On your feet, fans, and Knicks and all. It's your Knicks City answer.
There's a high ceiling for Cam Reddish and where that talent can get him to.
Both free throws good from Reddish. Dallas has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Mr. Clutch. Toppin covering. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Carter Williams against Rose. The pass to Reddish. Fires for 3. Doesn't go for him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Dinwiddie right side. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line.
Number 13.
Admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Emmanuel Quickly at the line. 1 shot.
And here are the Knicks now. Here's Rose. And that one released in time.
In the fourth quarter, the score, the Knicks 60, the Mavericks 87.
And then for Dallas, Wood, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Mr. Clutch comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Hardy.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does.
Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Rose and Barrett are the guards. And it's Toppin in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Randall throws it down.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
Here's the 3. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Knicks. Over in the corner, Reddish.
Number 13, 5th personal foul, 5th team foul. Cam Reddish at the line, to shoot 3.
Halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Evan Fournier's checked in for the Knicks. And then for Dallas, JaVale McGee's checked in for Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Frank Ntilikina. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. Mr. Clutch gets the ball.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Now Reddish. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Hardaway. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
There's Rose with the 3. New York missing again. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Hardaway. Over in the corner, Rose. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
And the coaching staff enjoying that as Randall is becoming a bit more of a facilitator.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Here's McGee. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
Reddish the pass to Randall. Right at the free throw line. It's rebounded by Dallas. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Mr. Clutch. The Knicks making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Frank Ntilikina is checked in for Hardaway. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Luka Doncic. Here's Reddish. Feeds it to Randall. Nails the baby hook. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. Back to Carter-Williams. His 3-pointers off the mark. Knicks have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. Randall surveying the D. Randall with a screen for Fournier. No good on the triple. Dallas leading by 22. And he drives in. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Outside Fournier. Randall with a screen for Fournier. Offline with his 3. The Mavericks shooting about 47% here in the 4th. To the middle. Poked loose. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 6 here in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Kicks it to Reddish. A 3-pointer off the mark. Dallas shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Here's Mr. Clutch and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mr. Clutch.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Randall with the ball. Dishes it to Reddish. And the 3 off target. And it's Carter Williams with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They have a 19-point lead. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Rose. Pass to Randall. Outside Rose. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Randall with the bucket.
Yeah, Randall's not passing that one up. Fantastic job at converting when he's got the kind of position like that.
90.
Dallas calls timeout. Timeout. They're in front. Guys, what do you think?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
That's the end of the ball game. Thank you once again for coming out and showing your support. Have a safe trip home.
Great game, MP. Really well done.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Thank you. Next game, you're back with the starters.
Don't lie to me, Coach. Do not lie to me.
No cap. I see you. I just told the press during my availability. So why don't you head over there and answer some of their questions and bask in the glory.
All right, now, that's not a bad idea there.
You've earned it. Now go enjoy it.
Okay, it's that time again. Who's up first? Oh, is that my man John in the cut back there? My man, it's always good to see you. What's up?
Hey, it's me, man. Great game, MP.
Thank you, man.
So, Coach Graves just let us know that you're back in the starting lineup. Yeah. First off, did he tell you yet? And if so, how does that feel?
Yo, that's crazy because he just told me. Like, he literally just let me know. It feels great, man. You know, everyone wants to start in this league, and I'm no different, man. You know, so I'm hype.
So are you aware of reports that you've been placed back in the starting lineup so they can actually showcase you for a potential trade?
No. That's actually the first time I've actually heard that.
Well, let me read this to you. Sources familiar with the organization's thinking have confirmed that there's interest in acquiring Shep Owens in the trade. So how do you feel about that?
It's surprising. I mean, you'd literally be swapping someone who's shown he knows how to win in this league for someone who's mostly potential.
Well, not to throw salt on the wound, I'm also hearing that Shep was Othello Akpin's first choice at 18, but Phil Boyer overruled him.
I mean, if that's true, you know, those things happen. Not everyone's going to evaluate talent the same way heading into the draft. I would just hope that I've done enough since then to show that I belong here and can help build a winning culture for this team. No more questions? Cool. Y'all take it easy.
Okay, I gotta address the elephant in the room. It's all over the news. What's up with these trade rumors? Are we worried about them?
Worried? What do we have to be worried about? Shep's a star in any city he's in.
I am the marquee.
That's right.
Honestly, it's a little insulting that someone thinks they can trade MP for me, straight up.
Plus draft picks.
Man, I'm in a class by myself. Man, I'm not even in the class. I'm floating above the whole class system.
Ooh, don't look down. Wow.
Man, y'all look like ants from up here.
Red ants.
It don't matter what color the ants are, Pook. Why you always gotta take it far?
I was just riffing.
Man, sit down and stay in your lane. How many times I gotta tell you that?
He doesn't like ants.
Stay in your lane.
Hey, Chip, why don't we get some pics for social
Yeah,
media,
let's
right?
do
You got
that.
one, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, you know Chip the show, baby.
Okay.
He doesn't care.
Yeah,
He doesn't care.
MP what?
Yes.
MP? Who's an MP?
You are,
Who's an
baby.
MP?
I don't even know.
Come on,
I
man.
don't even know.
Come on,
I'm in the
man.
presence of
All right,
greatness
come on.
right now,
Stop
baby.
playing with me.
What's up? Oh, well. Come on. What do you think?
Oh, look at that. I mean, it's not really my best side, but...
Babe.
I'm kidding. Wow. It beats seeing Shep's face up there. Let's start with that. I dig it. Mila, heck of a job.
Thank you.
Seriously, this is awesome.
You know, you worked really hard too, MP. You should enjoy this.
Thank you. I will. But I want to say sorry to you guys for blowing up on you the other day when Shep's billboard went up. You know, that was my pride talking, and I'm not too big enough to say I'm sorry. So.
Hey, man, don't even worry about it. It's water under the bridge, you know?
Appreciate you saying that. Are you gonna get them a truck full of roses too?
Whoa, skirt, run it back. You got a truck full of roses?
I
All right,
did.
now I do feel cheated.
Oh, that was supposed to be private?
I changed my mind.
You know, it's fine. It's fine, because all you got to worry about now is hoping somebody don't climb up there and spray paint on a mustache or like some devil horns.
How someone even get up there?
You're surprised. There's some crazy people that
He
come from this
has the
city,
most
right?
notorious graffiti crew in the city on his side, so I think he's gonna be okay. Who set that up, by the way? I forget.
I don't know. I forget her name. I think she was a lovely lady, and she's a stone cold knockout.
Are you about to propose right now?
Ricky.
I'm just
No.
saying.
No.
I was feeling that kind of energy.
Yeah,
Wrong.
not for nothing, but the right marriage proposal could really boost your Z rating. So that would be.
Can we not talk about that right now, please? Ashley? Please.
Look, in all honesty, congrats, man. I mean, this is big. Literally, I mean, look at that. It's your big face.
Bro, you are so corny,
hey,
man.
hey, but you love it, though, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I feel better about my jokes now that I hear your jokes.
I mean, that's who I am, bro.
Yeah, clearly.
Ricky, world-class agent,
Dad
top
jokes.
flight punching bag.
I love
I'm at
Ricky's
your
jokes.
service,
I've
man.
gotta admit it. I love him.
Y'all all right.
You've been playing great, boss. Super impressive.
Okay. You guys want to fill me in? Why do I feel like I was blindsided out there?
Because you were. Look, but that's okay, all right? It's the last trick Othello's got up his sleeve.
Yo, fam, he's really going to offer 3 first-round draft picks on top of me. For Shep? I mean, is Philly going to sign off on that?
It's unclear.
There's more support for the trade on social than I would like to see.
What does that mean?
I'd say it's about a 50-50 split at this point.
Good thing social isn't in charge of the roster.
Well, look, it still wouldn't hurt to fight that battle, so.
Okay, but we've already talked about this. We're not going to fight this fight in the press.
I'm not talking press. I'm talking about on the court. Look, Othello put his cards on the table. It's you versus Shep now.
Okay, hasn't it always been?
Yeah, but never this directly. Look, you've got an opportunity to put this thing to bed once and for all. All you've got to do is outperform Shep. Boyer hasn't pulled the trigger yet, which means he's still not sold. But there's a microscope on you two now. Look, if you go out there and you whoop Shep's behind on the stat sheet, there's no way Phil would trade you.
Rick,
look, how could he?
Rick, you know I'm not about the stats, man. I've never been about that.
But you are about this city. I know you're a team-first guy, MP, but I don't see anything wrong with calling your number a little more than usual if it's going to get you to stay. You can't win a ring in this city if Othello trades you.
So it's me versus Shep.
Mm-hmm. It's you versus Shep, babe.
You got to end this, MP. Once and for all.